Red Bull arguably has the most successful driver program in Formula 1, where the drivers part of the program usually get the best opportunity to make it into Formula 1 and fight for wins and more glory with Red Bull if they're good enough. Red Bull's driver program has introduced a lot of drivers to the grid. I mean, 6 of the 20 drivers right now in the 2024 grid came from the Red Bull Driver Academy. Even when you look back in the past, Red Bull's sister team, AlphaTauri, Scuderia Toro Rosso, or RB, whatever you like to call it, has always been a team that has given opportunity for a lot of young drivers to display their talent to the grid. With Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, Daniel Kvyat, Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, all having their fair shot at driving for the senior team. Red Bull's driver program has always been pretty demanding and a high pressure environment for a lot of young drivers. I mean, you either sink or swim, and they are kind of demanding and ruthless that way. But in the recent years, some of Red Bull's choices have made me question whether if their driver academy is the same as it was before. By signing Sergio Perez in the first place back in 2021, I believe the team indirectly acknowledged their defeat with the driver program. See, the intentions of Red Bull's driver program has always been pretty straightforward. You perform well, the team will chuck you into their sister team for a year or two to get you acclimatized to the F1 world and to assess your performance. And if you do well there, the team will chuck you into the senior team, where the team's patience level has always been pretty low, so you either perform or you'll be dropped mid-season, which the team has done a handful of times with drivers in the past. Max Verstappen is nearly a driver that no teammate can crack or match. I mean, Verstappen's pace, his driving style, his adaptability, his consistency is almost scary that it has broken a lot of his teammates, notably Albon and Gasly. But I feel like Checo is performing around the same level as those two drivers in the last 2 seasons. Don't get me wrong, Checo is great on his day, but there is a lack of consistency with that kind of performance. And for the time and effort that the team put into Checo for him to settle into the team, if they had done the same to Albon, I feel like Albon would have been a much better driver in 2022 than he was in 2019 and 2020, and would have been a more consistent driver than Perez. Of the 2 Red Bull Junior drivers that Max Verstappen has had as his teammate after Ricciardo, I feel like Albon had the best opportunity to improve and get better. But instead, the team put him on the sidelines in 2021 to do the simulator works and signed an experienced driver like Sergio Perez to pair alongside Max Verstappen, who is an outsider from the Red Bull Driver Academy. In 2022, when Gasly announced his decision to leave AlphaTauri to join Alpine in 2023, the AlphaTauri team shockingly took the decision to sign Mercedes reserve driver Nick De Vries instead of using that opportunity to sign their Red Bull Junior driver Liam Lawson to the team to assess his performance. What was more unacceptable was when Nick De Vries was dropped mid-season in 2023 as he didn't meet the performance target set by the team. Daniel Ricciardo was the one to replace him and not Liam Lawson. And when Ricciardo got hurt at the Dutch Grand Prix during the free practice session and had to take a step back from the sport to heal from the injury, Liam Lawson stepped in for him, and he used that opportunity wisely to show what he's got to deliver. And frankly speaking, he delivered a performance that was worth for the team to take the plunge to sign him as a full-time driver in 2024 or at least in 2025. But instead, the team decided to stick with their current driver lineup of Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo, though Daniel Ricciardo's contract situation for 2025 is not yet clear. Though Daniel Ricciardo is a driver who stemmed from the Red Bull Driver Academy, he left Red Bull after realizing that the team is no longer a place that will allow him to achieve what he wanted. But the team took him back at the end of the 2022 season after his horrid season at McLaren. So Daniel Ricciardo is a veteran driver who has the experience, has taken pole, has taken podiums and race wins in the sport, but is right now struggling to prove the world that the magic of the old Honey Badger is very much still there and is struggling to find his own form. Though Helmut Marko has recently come out saying that they intend on signing Liam Lawson with RB for the 2025 season, there is still no concrete announcement from the team yet. And I feel like if Ricciardo starts to pick up his performance at the second half of the 2024 season, then I feel like it will put Red Bull in a bit of a pickle again. This makes me question if Red Bull is in the quest to sign experienced driver and is no longer ready to take the risk of signing young drivers to the sister team. Is it even worth for the team to continue their junior program? Do they even deserve to have a B team in the sport? I don't know. And that's a question I would love to know the answer from you guys. So put it down in the comments. But I do know the answer to a couple of questions that I have. One is, are they wasting young talents? Yes. And the other question is, are the objectives of the Red Bull driver program failing? Yes. So yes guys, that's it for this video. I thought of making this video to share my thoughts on the Red Bull driver program. I always had great respect for their driver program because though they are really strict and brutal and very demanding from young drivers, I still feel like they gave the best opportunity for young drivers to make their debut into Formula 1 that not a lot of the other teams' driver academy did. So seeing them lose sight of it is genuinely devastating. So that's why I thought of making this video, and let me know down in the comments on what are your thoughts on all this. I'm curious to know what is your take on it. With that being said, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Rendmaster channel if you haven't already. Also hit that bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Rendmeister, and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.